everybody. Oh, it's been a while since I've recorded, probably almost 2 weeks now. I took a break. Well, I mean, since I sat down to record, I did post a video of the New York Auto Show. And yeah, I was on school vacation then. It just so happened that the start of it was at the end of my break. So I had to go to that, and yeah, I just haven't had time to sit down here and record. So we are getting to Mix 2 moving parts of 2023. Mix 3 is out. I just haven't found it. So when I get that, we will do a video immediately. We are no longer backlogged here. And we're going to start straight away. No, that's the new model. We're saving that one for last. And we'll start with the Corvette. I like all the models in this set. But just got to find one to start with. I really like the color on this Corvette, though. The lace rims or the multi-spoke rims are an interesting choice, but as I noted before with this set, none of the artwork got the right rim. See, this one uses the 5 spokes, and this would look so good with black 5 spokes, but I think these lace rims kind of give it an interesting look as well. But let's pop it open. I have to do it off camera, I get stuck. And I have the blue one there. That's the debut color of this casting in blue. Both Matchbox castings of the C8 Corvette debuted in blue, but we have not gotten a regular version in this interesting orange, this copper orange color. I really like it. Headlight details look really good. There's a chip on the right head-on there. I wonder if because of that point, it's a very common spot to rub paint. But at least they painted the grills at the bottom there. That's a good touch. Headlight details they kind of look different, but I don't think they are. And wow, when you look at it, one of these C8s in person, you really notice how whack this Matchbox casting is, because these things are long and they are skinny in person. Well, I mean, that's the appearance at least they get. I know they definitely are not skinny. They have a very aggressive presence, especially in the rear end. They're really thick in the rear end. But, yeah. Yeah, so the Matchbox casting is not that realistic, but as we know, they're not trying to be. This is kind of like throwback proportions, kind of like to Tyco, where everything was stretched out. At least that's what we hoped they were doing. If they were actually trying to make a decent replica, well, they failed. There's your engine, which is probably could have just stuck the same piece in there. Oh, they didn't though, because the plastic's a different color. It was black before, now it's a gray, and you can see that in the interior. Always nice to change it up. I like the plate says caffeine. Yeah, so it's got a vanity plate. I like that. Taillights look good on this one as always. And yeah, so happy that they added the front detailing though, because that one looked funny. And there's the first model, the Corvette. And we'll go with the Ranger next. I do like the Ranger as a casting more than the Pagani, but I have one other example of the Pagani. I've seen the Ranger. Well, I have what, 3? Well, I had 3. I got rid of the Skyjacker one. That one's sent to XLT Off-Road Bear. But I think, yeah, I have the blue one and the red one, right? There isn't any other ones. I didn't get the orange, and I got rid of the gray one, so this is my third one. So I'm familiar with this casting at this point. Well, I obviously wasn't in the... Oh, the red one's right here. I wasn't in the previous video I did on it because I was kind of concerned at that hood gap. And I guess it just stood out to me because this car was brighter in color, but Diecast Car Guru said, no, his are all like that too. And I had to check my blue one. I'm like, oh yeah. It just doesn't show up much on the blue one, and I'm sure it won't really show up on the black one, but now I know to look for it, so I won't be able to unsee it. Hey, this one's better. Or maybe it's because it's black. No, it's definitely better. You can just see how bad that is, and you can't even, like, push it down. I love the Metal Flake Black, though. Ford badge. You got your black trim on the bottom there. Well, that would be all part of the front bumper here. But not on the Matchbox casting. Headlight detail. No taillights again. Seems to be a common... Oh my god. Tailgate is really stuck. I probably should have left it alone because it stays up now. This one's kind of loose. But no, okay, I should leave that one alone so that way I do not loosen it up. And that is... Must have been a paint bubble on the top here. It's funny looking. Oh wait, that's really hard. That's the metal. That's a metal defect. All right, whatever. You can't really see it. It's black. But the only thing they detail on this casting is the front end. I don't know why. And they never do the taillights. And they might have done a decal on the tailgate on the blue one. I don't remember. But yeah, why do they not do the taillights? Kind of annoys me. But at least that one has the same rims as the other ones because these rims work the best on it. Not the disc spokes. I don't know why. Like, those are... These rims. Why are they, Why are they on the truck? They don't look good on the truck. They just blacked out the center. It looks like a cop car. Kind of. Oh, boy. And this one, too, they still got the rims wrong on the Pagani. Look at those are multi-spokes. It's got 5 spokes here. It has these rims on the packaging. Actually, not exactly those rims. I think that's a 7-spoke. These are 9, 10 spokes. But these are closer than the 5 spokes. Just in the way that they're... See the split spoke? Yeah. But I think the 5 spokes work better on this release specifically because it's a dark charcoal. I really like that. I have the first release in blue. I kind of skipped on the red one. It was kind of hard to find, and I'm like, well, I don't really need it, so I let someone else get it. But this one's pretty easy to find, and I really like the release too, so I'm like, oh, I get this one. And plus, I only have the blue one currently. So this gives a little variety. I like the casting. I'm not a big Pagani fan, but this is a beautiful representation of that model. A little better than the Hot Wheels. The Hot Wheels is pretty dang good too. But and I think anybody would take this one over the Hot Wheels if they were given a choice, only because of that. But we'll take a look at that in a second. You do get headlight details. They're kind of blending in here, but they are there. And Matchbox gets every single fine detail in this thing. All the grill, the ventations, everything. There's your 5 spokes. No taillight decals on this one either. Oh, you do get on the plastic piece here. You do get Huayra Roadster, I think it says there. You got the exhaust and the Pagani badge. No taillights though, but that's expected. At least there's some detail in the back here. But they also have to sacrifice for the engine bay, which... Okay, I thought this thing normally stayed upright, but it doesn't. Look at that. This thing has got gold in the engine. Really nice. And it shuts. Now, that's always one thing. It opens up so easily, but then you have to lock it shut. And it stays there firm until you tip it upside down. And I gotta lock it again. It's kind of funny, but... Oh my god, look at that. So slick. Looks good with the Ranger there, too. But here's the star of the show. Which, by the way, this is the only model that is actually running the real-life rims on the packaging. That might be a request with Toyota. But, of course, these are the rims that really only fit on this model. They've tried to use these rims in the past. They don't work. You need these ones. These ones are the best. And, yes, so, opening parts, Land Cruiser FJ40. There's a reason they did this, other than the FJ40 is popular. Because the old tooling, right, it used to be all metal. The fenders used to be part of the body. But in the main line, this thing is freaking heavy. So for the main line, after their revamp, they're like, well, we can't, that's a lot of metal. We can't do that in the main line, so we're going to have to cut the fenders out and make them part of the base. Okay, whatever. People complained. And really, that's where you really should complain, okay? You know, you got to pick your battles. Yes, it really hurt the appearance of the vehicle. Not, like, taking out the interior is not the same thing as making half the body plastic. Okay, I can live without the interior. I just need, like, the body to look good. So I was so happy when they're like, all right, we're going all metal again. And, you know, they use the extra budget to add the metal fenders in here. So this is, once again, all metal with opening doors, which these are going to be, like, super hard to open. They remind me of that Tomica military truck. But I love how crisp the details are. Look at that. They use the grainy ones on here, which thank God, because they all line up. That looks so good. The roof decal looks so good. I mean, you've seen the mainline ones I've opened up and there's scuffs in the roof. No, look at that. Probably because they don't roll around in the packaging there. They're firm. Taillights, I mean, they're a little lackluster there, but the front end makes up for it. The front end's really nice. They're like an off red. I don't know what's going on there. Can I, like, get these doors? Nah, I can't get these doors open. It's probably a good thing because they're probably not going to shut. Oh, there we go. I mean, not that I really have to show anything inside there, but for demonstration, you know, you really got to... I think they left that gap there on purpose. So you can stick your fingernail in there if you have nails. You know, because it's really flush over here. Which might also be why it's sticking a little bit. But it's still a clean shut. But I kind of like it because it makes it look like, you know, it makes it look a little more realistic when you can tell that the door is a separate piece. It's not as bad as on this one. And proportion-wise, they are identical. Every single detail was transferred over. I had to bring out the red version, okay? If you know, you know. This also might be the first time they detailed under the main grill there with the little grills. And this one right here. But one thing that is a little concerning is there's no divot there anymore. They just smoothed it out and put a decal over it. But mostly every detail was transferred. Even the rear bumper, which I still don't really like. It doesn't look right to me. It does not look. Oh, and they changed the indentation in the interior. Yeah, it still doesn't look right to me. Oh, and I got rid of the mirrors. Actually, they should have kept the mirrors on there. That would have been so easier to open the door by pulling the mirror. But maybe they tried that and the mirrors were snapping off. I don't know. I love it though. That's beautiful. And the color it's really green in person. If you don't know what it looks like in person, it's very light on camera. But maybe there you go. That gives you somewhat of a better idea of what it looks like. Not really. But that is it for mix 4 or no 4. No, there's 4 cars in here. This is mix 2. What is your favorite? Or do you just like them all? Oh, and also, I should also mention, this is part of Mix 2 as well, but it debuted in Mix 1. So this was the re-release. But I already showed that in the Mix 1 video if you want to see it. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.